So Borderlands 4, a lot of people hate it because it's a trendy thing to hate right now. But I played the game, 70 plus hours, really fun, having a lot of fun. And basically the Timekeeper is this guy who controls an entire planet where if you land on this planet by mistake, you can't leave. And he has a tyrannical government called the Order. And you have to overthrow the Timekeeper to get out of here. And what's really cool is there's a lot of features from the old games that make a comeback. The vaults from Borderlands 3 are making a comeback. And also the replayable bosses. You can farm bosses as much as you want, provided you have the money. The in-game dollars that you get from selling junk weapons. Or you have the Iridium if you want to. Because there's two versions of boss farming. You can do the regular farm, which is 12,000 in-game dollars, which you get easily. Or 100 Iridium. Or you can do a badass version of the boss you're farming. Where you get better loot, better drops. And there's also Maurice's vending machine for legendary weapons that you can use once a week. And there's the wildcard missions at the end of the game, which they kind of suck because it's just replaying a harder version of the story mode mission, but you have to play it all in one sitting, and you can't save and quit, otherwise you have to do it all over again. And there's some glitches in the wildcard missions where they sometimes glitch out, and then you have to do it all over again anyway. But I just want them to make it so that instead of doing missions over and over again at the end game, I want a new game plus, like a true Vault Hunter mode, like back in the day. Or I want a mission where I have to go and fight a raid boss by myself. That'd be nice. They got new Vault Hunters coming out, 2 new Vault Hunters, and 2 expansions coming out next year. The game will probably be on sale then. I'd wait. Or if you really want to play the game, you can get it. But what's really cool with the attachments is, like I said before, you can get a Jacobs with the Maiwan attachment, or the Hyperion shield attachment, or all these different combos. It's really cool. I'm playing as the Exo Soldier with the arc knives. But you can also, with the Exo Soldier, you can have the cannons. Or you can have the Lance, which is like a giant rocket launcher kind of deal. I didn't like it as much as the knives, but the knives don't really come into their own until level 30. And you have to have a really good shield if you're going to do the knives, because you will, you have to get close to an enemy to melee them, and you will take damage. I really like all the guns. The gunplay is just excellent, like always. All the characters are really great and memorable, I think. All the villains and heroes. The side quests are pretty fun. But you're going to die a lot. And the game gives you class mods for the wrong class. That's one of the glitches in the game right now. Or, not really a glitch. They haven't fixed it yet. You're playing as an Exo Soldier, and you're going to get Siren and Forge Knight and Gravatar class mods instead of the ones you need. And that's what held me back for the longest time, is finding a class mod that was actually good. Because I kept finding ones that had points in the wrong talents in my skill tree. Where I found a class mod that was worse than the one I had. Also shields. It's really important to get a good shield. It's like the Splash Zone shield when you start out. Because you can farm Splash Zone. It's one of the first bosses in the game. And you can get a level 15 Splash Zone shield and then come back and get one at level 50 when you hit level 50. There's 3 areas in the game. 3 main areas. There's the Terminus Mountain Range, Carcadia Burn, and the Fadelands, which they're all really cool. Carcadia Burn's like a wasteland, desert area with it's bandit themed. And then Terminus Mountains is like the snow-capped mountains and like hilltop villages and like ruined spaceships. And the Feylands is like the grasslands and, like, you know, big mountain ranges and order bunkers. The order bunker is really cool. You break into the order bunker and you fight a boss in there. You don't upgrade your storage deck by using iridium anymore. You have to do missions, side missions, to get storage deck upgrade tokens. I like the hover bike. I like that it has the ability to jump, and you can jump off a cliff. Use your jump pack and your hover, and then spawn your hover bike, which is pretty cool. And you have the grappling hook. And you have the rep kit. The rep kit's like a stim pack. You can use it every 20 to 30 seconds when you first start the game. Once you get further in the game, once you hit like closer to level 50, you can get a rep kit that can be used every 15 seconds. Or there's some of the rep kits, and some of the rep kits heal you for 1,000 health over a 60-second period. Some of them are instant. Some of them give you a buff as well. There's the shield with armors. And like I said, the gun attachments are really cool. You can get a TDR with a torque attachment, which gives you the torque sticky bullets or the impact bullets. Sticky bullets stick to your enemies until you reload and then they detonate. And the Jacobs attachment gives you like super fast, you know, as fast as you can pull the trigger firing. The Hyperion attachment gives you the Hyperion shield that absorbs enemy shots, because Hyperion is almost bankrupt and they basically make gun parts. Same with Dahl. And Atlas is doing better, but Atlas only does licensed gun parts because you're out in the middle of nowhere in Kairos. Because the Timekeeper has the planet locked down, and so a lot of things don't go. A lot of things, you know, everything on Kairos basically is stuff he's confiscated from people that have crashed their ships here. There's no interplanetary trade. And so, you know, the story's pretty good. You're gonna have to get to level 40 to finish the game, pretty much. You know, because it's pretty difficult. It's got a nice balanced difficulty, but you'll get your butt kicked for a while. With all the side missions, I've played the game 70 hours so far.
Easy.
After you beat the game, you can create a level 30 character to start the game over again if you want. And then you just keep this other character, your main character, at the end game. And you can just, you know, replay boss fights with the Moxie's Big Encore or the Moxie's Encore. Keep farming bosses, keep doing wildcard missions or weekly challenges. Or play with your friends. There's going to be DLC expansions coming out, 2 new Vault Hunters, and I think they might tweak the end game, which I hope they do. But, oh, and yeah, no Ava. Ava's gone. Which is nice, because she was just cringe and just a horrible character. And the Timekeeper's really well written. He's a really well-rounded villain. He doesn't really tell jokes because he's really serious, you know. Very gruff and, you know, he's basically a dictator, you know. And these Order enemies are really cool, like the synthetic robot. Some of them are cyborgs, some of them are humans, some of them are robots. They're really cool. They're kind of like the loaders in Borderlands 2, you know, they're just everywhere. And you'll be riding through the open world on your hover bike, and an Order dropship will just beam enemies down near you. Or there'll be bandits near you. Also, the vaults from Borderlands 3 make a comeback, where you can find 3 fragments of a vault key and open a vault, and you can beat the vault. You fight a vault boss at the end, and you get really good loot. And you can also use Moxie's replay to replay the entire vault, which is cool. And, you know, there's some characters from 3 that return, like Zane. Oh, spoiler alert, I should use him here. Because he runs the vending machines. Because Marcus isn't in Kairos. Marcus is the narrator of the game. Claptrap makes a return. But yeah, the game, other than the horrible mini-map, like it has no mini-map, it just has this radar system, and the map system is pretty horrible, and it's always trying to track. When I was playing, it was trying to track like 2 different quests at once, so it would take me the wrong direction if I follow the GPS waypoint. Because you can push up when you're riding the hover bike or on foot, and then your Echo 4 will like basically give you a path to follow.